Welcome to TiPS, Today in Public Safety, your go-to podcast for today's breaking stories in public safety news. Here's your host, Fletcher, with today's tips.
Hey, it's Fletcher, Vice President of Public Safety Solutions at 911 Inform. Continuing on with my top 5 lists for 2024, this is episode 11 for Wednesday, December 18th. The top 5 challenges facing NG911 adoption. Number 5, lack of public awareness. The fact is, most people remain unaware that current capabilities of E911 just don't include the newer communications protocols that most people use every day in their regular lives. This will include things like texting to 911 or sending multimedia during emergencies. Fact is, it can't be done, but NG911 brings that to the table. So public education is crucial for maximizing the benefits of these advanced systems. Key takeaways? Public awareness campaigns are critical for adoption. The misunderstanding of NG911 capabilities can lead to underutilization, and the outreach efforts have to be tailored to diverse communities. Number 4, interoperability issues. Today's problem with E911 is that there's not always a seamless communication path between different jurisdictions and agencies. And with NG911, that's essential. But variations in systems and standards can create challenges for interoperability. Key takeaways? Uniform standards like NENA's I3 framework are needed for seamless data sharing. Interoperability is needed to improve multi-agency coordination. And federal leadership and funding is going to be key to resolving cross-jurisdictional issues. Number 3, funding shortages. Transitioning to next-generation 911 is not an upgrade. It's actually a forklift. It'll require significant financial resources and technology. Many agencies are facing funding shortfalls, which will delay in critical upgrades and infrastructure investments. Key takeaways: funding initiatives at the federal and state level are vital to support these upgrades. Smaller agencies will be disproportionately constrained by budget constraints. Innovative financing models could accelerate the adoption of this technology. Number 2, cybersecurity risks. Since NG911 networks rely on IP-based networks, they can become vulnerable to cyber threats like ransomware and DDoS attacks. While protecting critical infrastructure is a top priority, this is not new technology to us. We've already been doing this in our financial, healthcare, and other major industries. Key takeaways? Robust cybersecurity measures are essential for system integrity. Training and resources for agencies to handle cyber risks are currently limited and need to be expanded. And public trust hinges on ensuring secure emergency communications and systems. And the number 1 challenge facing NG911 adoption: fragmented implementations. During its inception, NG911 adoption across the U.S. has been somewhat fragmented, with some states leading the charge and other states lagging far behind. While we have a unified technology approach in the NENA I3 model, a unified approach is essential that will ensure unified nationwide access and interoperability. Key takeaways: a lack of coordination will create disparities in our emergency response capabilities. To drive uniform implementation, we need federal mandates and incentives. And delaying adoption in some areas actually jeopardizes public safety on a national scale. This is Fletcher. That wraps up this episode of TiPS, Today in Public Safety, with another of my 2024 top 5 lists. Be sure to join me again on Friday as we continue to close out 2024 with more of my NG911 top 5 lists, and then we're back to the regular news cycle in 2025. Thanks so much for stopping by, and if you're in public safety, thanks for what you do. Stay safe and have a great day.
You've been listening to TiPS, Today in Public Safety, your go-to podcast for today's breaking stories and public safety news. Hosted by Fletcher and available every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Catch past episodes, transcripts, and show notes with source links for each article on 911tips.com. That's 911tips.com. Be sure to like and subscribe, and remember to join us each week for the latest on NG911. I am Spider Harrison, the official 911 voiceover dude. Catch me on Sirius XM on various channels, including 90s on 9, the 10 spot, and on the Weekend Countdown on Hits 1. Or don't regret it for the rest of your life. Either way, I'm good. TiPS is brought to you by 911 Inform, the leading next-generation 911 solution for enterprise compliance with federal 911 regulations. Visit them on the web at 911inform.com. 911 Inform, making every second count when it matters the most.